Is it true that video games could be art? Certainly, when we think on video games, we just think on the word immersive. But how video games get it? Well, that's when the music takes a new way to explore others' dimension and make video game remarkable from the others. And the soundtrack provides this kind of expression to emphasize and get the ordinary extraordinary.
In the early stages of video games, music was limited to only 4 channels of sound: triangle waves, square waves, noise waves. Over the years, this became more complex, going over to 16 channels like in Mega Man.
Even if we're seeing the music as a medium to the biggest things on video games, the sounds have even evolved up to years. Just take a look to Punk. This video game just consisted on 2 different sounds, when you hit and when you fail. But until we heard soundtracks like Bloodborne, Halo, or even Hophead, we know that we're talking about something bigger. And that's because the music has evolved from the first video game to the last video game.
Some problems can appear to developers when making a video game, and unfortunately it can affect the experience of the players in different ways. The game won't be memorable, it affects the gameplay, and also the game becomes annoying. In all the games it's important the sound and the music. For example, in games like survival horror, it's extremely necessary to have a specific set of sounds or music for the enemies, guns, and every component of the game to make it more exciting for the people playing it. How make the correct soundtrack? For it is important that your soundtrack be congruent with the type of game is. For example, we can hear the game Journey, and for the bad way we choose Alien the game.
Games? There's a lot, but each one is different between them. You may think only on shooters, puzzlers, or sport games, but how about story games? Super Mario Bros. Was a tremendous hit on 1985, 32 years ago, and he introduced new sounds, new score, and of course, new music. The really interesting is that all of us can associate that sound with Mario. Definitely, the music is powerful. The associative capacity works so fast that we can remember the main theme for a long time, and the beautiful memory is still running out in our heads. Miyamoto made an effective bond. That's what brings me to the next question. Have you ever cried because of video games? Maybe you had. For this example, I'm going to show you To the Moon, a game that used a masterly soundtrack as an emphasis to tell a story. In the beginning, the story shows a piano piece composed by the main character, Johnny, but in a different version with other ones. As soon as we are traveling along the game, we find those versions of the same piece. Like this. Or this. Into the end of the journey, we discover the final version to conclude with a masterpiece of a final screen on video games ever.
That's still her song. He's still playing her song.
What I want to say is that video games can be more than a simple expression of an immersive way. They are able to make you feel emotion, feelings, about your
She was-
choices.
you know,
Choices that you made and choices that you understand.
she's waiting for him.
And after all, he made you feel
There it is.
something.
Oh my god. And he died. Oh my god.
After all this journey, you discover different kind of meaning of soundtrack, how powerful it can be, and the histories and satire. So maybe you are thinking, are you sure video games are able to become art? Well, it depends on what soundtrack you want to be.